2 minutes. 30 seconds. Right, see that, man? Right, give me Hosea 4 and 6, man. Right, take it back to the classic, man. Hosea 4 and 6, man. Right, bring that up. Hosea chapter 4 and verse number 6.
Book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6.
Right?
For the reads, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
The Lord said,
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
And it's plain, man. Right? Hey, it's plain upon tables, man. Right? You can literally look out and see how destitute and how destroyed our people are, man. Right? I mean, hey, you giving the brothers the word of the Lord, man. Right? Hey, and hey, they just damn flee, man. Right? Hey, when I say the so-called white man, right? You know, when I come up with them combative doctrines, man. Right? Hey, you got everything to do, man. Hey, to be dwelling in folly, man. Right? Everything to do is to come back and serve Yahweh with that power, man. Right? Give me Ecclesiastes 10 and 6, man. Right? Because, hey, this is madness, man. Right? Go on.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge,
Right?
I will also reject thee.
Micah 2 and 7, man. Right?
That thou shalt not be, that thou shalt be no priest to me,
Right.
seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
Hey, and our people have forgotten the law of their God, man. Right? Hey, that's why we are at the bottom of the bottom in this society, man. Right? Hey, that's why Jake, no matter how much, right, you know, you build up, man, and try to make this place lively, man. Hey, you still going to be oppressed, man. It's still going to be on the bottom because you refuse to hearken unto the Most High, man. Right? And come back to who you are and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Right? Hey, it's plain. Right? Go on.
I will also forget thy children.
What?
Thy children.
Hey, and our children are forgotten in this place, man. Right? Hey, we are totally lost and confused out here, man. Right? Right? Hey, you got them Jake, man, out here them just popping bullies, man, all day, man. Right? And being them fools, man. Right? Them walking around them 12, 15 years old, man, smoking them blunts, man. Right? Hey, it's madness out here, man. Right? Bring that up.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10 and verse 6.
Right?
Folly is set in great dignity.
What the Lord said?
Folly is set in great dignity.
Hey, and it's nothing but folly at 24/7 at the harbor, man. Right? Hey, Jake only wants to them adore and them folly, right? Fun, right? Them madness, man. Right? Don't have nowhere to go, man. Right? Hey, fam, I got 2 minutes to come hear the words of the Lord. All praise. Right? So you see yourself on the sign, brother. Right? Would you be a so-called African American? Right? A so-called West Indian? Right? So-called Haitian? Right? Puerto Rican, Cuban, Dominican? Right? Mexican? Right? Chilean? Right? What's your race?
African American.
African American.
But I know what tribe I'm from.
What y'all be from?
Judah.
All right, brother. All right, brother. All praise. All praise. Right? Well, hey, we can't be calling ourselves African Americans, right? That's the name of 2 different white men, right? Dios Indios Africanus and Americans Vespucci, man. Hey, 2 different white men. Right? So, hey, we can't be African American, right? Damn niggas, right? Damn color, man, and all these other things, man. Right? We're the Israelites, man. Right? Let's prove that. Right? Drop everything and give me a song, right? Chapter 44 and verse 11. Right? Give me the book, right? 1 Kings, chapter 9 and verse 4. Give me the book of 2 Kings, chapter 17 and verse 34. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 20, right, and 16. Right? Actually, Deuteronomy 11 and 26. Right? I want that first. Deuteronomy 11.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11 and verse 26.
Right?
For it reads, Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse.
A what?
A blessing and a curse.
Right, so, hey, playing upon tables, man. Hey, the Most High, He set before us a blessing and a curse, man. Go on.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God,
Right?
which I command you this day. And a curse if ye will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day, to go after other gods which ye have not known.
Right, so hey, we had a blessing set up, right? That if we kept the commandments, we were going to be set on high, right? With blessings, right? And on the other hand, right, if we did not keep the laws and commandments, we were going to be what? Cursed, right? Right. So what do you think that we did as a nation of people? You think we kept the commandments, right? And we're living blessed right now, or you think we live in curse? We live in curse. What about you, sir? What you think? We live in blessed or curse right now? Curse. All right, come on. All right, bring that up.
It's the book of 1 Kings, chapter 9 and verse 4.
Right.
And if thou wilt walk before me, as David thy father walked, in integrity of heart and in uprightness, to do according to all that I have commanded thee, and wilt keep my statutes and my judgments,
Right.
then I will establish the throne of thy kingdom.
Right. So if we walk as our forefather David did, right, keeping the laws and commandments with a perfect heart, right, the Lord said that He was going to establish our throne a forever and into forever. Right now again, right, you said that we live in curse, man. Right, so we didn't keep that, man. Right, go on.
Then I will establish the throne of thy kingdom upon Israel forever,
Right.
as I promised to David thy father, saying, there shall not fail thee a man upon the throne of Israel. But if ye shall at all turn from following me,
Right.
ye or your children,
Right.
and will not keep my commandments
Right, and not keep the commandments going.
and my statutes, which I have set before you, but go and serve other gods and worship them.
Right, and it's lucky, man. And our people, we serve other gods, man. Right, we go into what? Christianity, right? Right, serving this devil, man. Right, Islam, right? Right, we damn get into what? Kemet, man. Right, get into damn astrology, man. Right, and get into all these different witchcraft, man. Right, that the Lord never set up for us from the foundation of the earth. Go on.
Then I will cut off Israel out of the land which I have given them, and this house which I have hallowed for my name will I cast out of my sight.
Right.
And Israel shall be a proverb,
Right.
and a byword,
Right.
among all people.
Right, and come on, brother, man. Who can that possibly be, man? Right, us, man. Right, we are the ones who are called Proverbs, man, and bywords, man. Right, all the nations, they get all the wise sayings for us, man. Right, if you want to have something from a nigga, you put it in the book, man. Right, we are the ones that's called colored, man. Right, and all these different words, man. Right, all these things they happen to our people, man. Right, on a day-to-day, man. Right, come on, you can rush on that, man. Right, what you got for me? Psalms.
The book of Psalms, chapter 44 and verse 11.
Right,
Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for me.
Salakia, man. Right, and them Charlie Yehudi, man. Right, Tom Mamzir, man.
That's right.
And I talk about you, man. That's you. Right, yeah. Right, bring that up, man.
Thou
Gotta get on Amalek.
Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for me,
Right,
and hast scattered us among the heathen.
right.
Thou sellest thy people for naught,
For what?
for naught.
And we haven't been sold for nothing, man. Right? To now, you got fake ass Amalek, man. Right? Walking up and down, right? Like they the real Jews, man. Right? It's madness, man. And folly, man. Right? Go on.
And does not increase thy wealth by their price.
Hey, we do not get increased here, man. Right? Hey, we get them a soul for nothing, man. And these other nations, they make all the profit, man. Right? All the profit, man. Right? Go on.
Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a desertion to them that are round about us.
Right? And we are made a damn post from, man. Right? We just damn niggas. Right? Damn roaches, man. Right? Damn coons, man. Right? Damn spicks, man. Right? They got all the damn words for us, man. Right? Go on.
thou makest us a byword among the heathen.
Among the what?
Among the heathen.
And among these damn dirty, filthy heathen, man. That's right. Right? Made a damn byword, man. Right, so, hey, who can this apostle be, man? Right, besides the so-called black, Hispanic, Native American man, woman, and child, man. Right? Hey, we gotta be the Israelites, man. Right? Hey, playing upon tables, man. Right? Come, what you over? Come. We wrestle that. Come.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 16. 68.
Come. Exodus 5 and 11.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, so Shalakia, man. Right, so, hey, so again, man. Right? Hey, the Lord, he's speaking to one specific group of people, man. Right? Letting them know, hey, that if you don't keep my laws, statutes, and commandments, right, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt again. Right now, what were the Israelites doing in ancient Egypt? What were the Israelites doing in ancient Egypt?
Slavery.
Hey, slavery. Right? Hey, playing upon tables. Hey, let's get it.
It's the book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 11.
Right?
No. Therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtly with them and brought them low with laboring and brick and made them slaves.
Made them what?
And made them slaves.
Hey, made them slaves, man. Right? Hey, playing upon tables, man. Right? Right, so, hey, like the brother said, man. Right? Hey, if the first Egypt was slavery, what's the next one going to be? I said, if the first Egypt was slavery, right, or what is the second Egypt going to be? Yeah. Well, slavery. Right, slavery. Right, so bring that up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right?
With ships.
What?
With ships.
Hey, slave ships, man. Hey, playing upon tables, man. Right, go on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Right?
thou shalt see it no more again, and there he shall be sold unto your enemies.
Right, hey, and once we get off those slave ships, right, we were sold to our enemies, man. Right? Who sold us, brother? Who sold us? Hey, Europeans, man. Right? So, read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, so this is the Lord is speaking to the Israelites, right? Saying that if we don't keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, right, he's going to bring us back into Egypt again. Right now, we've already established, right, that the first Egypt was slavery. Right, so if we were in slavery in ancient Egypt, right, what do you think is going to be the second Egypt?
I don't know before I go any further and listen, I'm just walking in, but what's the overall of speaking to now?
So we start at verse 15, right? Right, so we are letting our people know the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans know of Negro and Indian descent, right? That you have been lied to for over 500 years, man. Right? We're not black, right? We're not colored, right? Afro-American, African-American, right? Niggas, man. Right? That we are the Israelites.
That's right.
The chosen people, man. Right? And we are literally the people in this book, man. Right? And you got a book of First and Second Kings, man. A powerful black man, right? Who sat on thrones who look exactly like that, man. Out the Bible, brother.
Out the Bible,
Out the Bible.
the Romans,
No, brother. Out the Bible. King James Version.
King James Version, what defines the difference from Christianity? Because to me, I'm a type of bro that's spiritual. I believe in life, bro. I live every day daily. I believe in these things that y'all brothers do. No, not nobody for anything. But I just try to get an understanding, you know what I'm saying, that unity in one. And I feel we all as one. Understanding that I know what we're going through in life and how our ancestors and drove us through what we had came to be. But at the end of the day, it's like, what do y'all drive for force of us to come together? What is the positivity of what you telling us right now? Given I'm saying, like, I don't say that in no way to trying to be disrespectful or anything. I'm just saying I'm trying to get an understanding, like, once you out here, who you trying to bring together and what you trying to bring it together to get an understanding, and what move are we moving that's going to positively constructively help us right now and the brothers and sisters that's in need. So that's what I've been saying. I'm down to it.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Read it again.
But Salakia, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24.
What color is it?
It's red letter.
It's what?
It's red letter.
All right, so brother, are you familiar with the red letter? Who's speaking when it's a red letter?
From what I'm told, who's speaking, that's the higher authority.
Right. It would be who the word calls Jesus Christ. Real name Yahushua in the Paleo Hebrew, right? Because the letter J was just invented about 400 years ago, right? In the 1600s, right? So his name cannot be Jesus. His real name is Yahushua. When it's red letter, right? This is when the Lord speaks. Right, so read it again, 15 and 24.
God, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24.
Right.
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right, so Christ said, hey, he is not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. Right, so on a positive note, hey, we are coming out here and doing the same thing that our Lord and Savior did. And come out here and come for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? To the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are scattered abroad to the four corners of the earth. Give me James 1 and 1, man. Right?
Bring it out.
Right, because hey, these are things that we must understand, man. Right, you got to kick out all that Christianity, right? All that Islam.
But that's the
Right,
thing,
hold
though.
on, brother. Hold on,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Hold on, brother. Right, because you gotta understand, you've been lied to, right? Right, because in the Christian church, what? They're gonna read about what? One, maybe two scriptures, right? Right, and then tap dance, right? Right, and pass the collection plate around, right? About 5 times, right? Hey, we're not out here for no money, man. Right? You know, for no damn views, man. Hey, we come out here to sincerely reach our people and teach them who they are and for us to come back to our first place, right? Right, bring that up for me. Hold on. James 1 and 1. I got you, man. I got you.
James chapter 1, verse 1.
Right up.
James, a servant of God.
A what?
James,
A servant of God.
Hey, James, a servant of God. Hey, this is the brother of the Lord, man. Right, go on.
And of the Lord Jesus Christ.
Right?
To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad.
To the what?
To
To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad.
Right, so hey, the same thing that the apostles did, man. Hey, the apostles, they wasn't out there, man, trying to get the white man, right, trying to get the Chinese man. Hey, they were out there for the 12 tribes of our people that are scattered abroad.
Right.
Right, so go ahead, brother.
Hey, it's like, you see where we at, man. It's 2021, man. Right? Everybody being significant up under the environments of different religions. And at the end of the hymn, that's the thing that turns everything apart. That's the thing that keep everybody broken apart. So when you out here and you saying this, like with me in my mind, it's just stuff like how it's connected to it now, to make that difference. I understand who you try to find out who you be, but how many brothers know who they are and still don't move on a different, better path to help the next brother or do better in life? You get what I'm saying? There's so many people that ride religions, talking, living in so many ways, but actually helping and making a difference right now. Through all the killings and all this stuff that's going on, how can we manifest together to make a different format, to bring something to action? Instead of trying to give people the guidance, because there be so many brothers us together, like, so you get what I'm trying to say, or where I'm going in with it, is I'm making any sense?
First John 5 and 3. Right? Bring that up. Right, because, hey, brother, I can't get you sound. Right? Hey, bring that up.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17.
Right?
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
The Lord said,
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Right, so, hey, one thing, man, right? Hey, this ain't Christianity, man. Hey, this is not a religion, man. Right, you know, trying to get you to have, you know, offensive to something, man. Right, hey, we come back to who we are, man. Hey, the Israelites, right? And the Lord, He has laws, statutes, and commandments, right? Which He gave to the Israelites. Right, give me right, to the 17th verse 11, right? Because hey, we got to understand hey, what our heritage is, man. Right? Because we weren't set up to be on the damn low, right? And being oppressed, right? We were set up to rule this world in righteousness, rule everything decently and in order. Right? Go on.
The book is right.
You don't.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor,
Right?
and not suffer sins upon him.
Right, so, hey, one thing that we are supposed to do, right, and showing our brethren love, man, hey, is to rebuke them, right? Rebuke meaning to give correction, right? When you walk around America, man, right, what do you see? Right, ain't nothing but damn lawlessness, man. Right, everything is all torn up, out of order, man. Right, hey, you got the women, right, are ruling over the men. Right, you can be a transsexual, homosexual, you can be anything you want. Right, you could be a damn alien, man. Right, and if you try to correct or rebuke someone about it, hey, you are looked at as the bad guy, man. Right. Hey, that's why we need these laws, statutes, and commandments, back implemented upon the earth, man. Right, that's why we need everything to be reestablished, right? Bring that up.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3.
Right, you know.
For this is the love of God.
For what?
For this is the love of God.
Hey, the love of God, man. Hey, if you love the Most High, man, hey, you are going to love your brother, man, and vice versa, man. Right. You know, you're not going to suffer your people, man, to keep sinning, man. Right, because sin is the transgression of the law, and sin is what got us put here into damn slavery on slave ships, right? Being castrated, man, right, and being oppressed, man. And sin is what got us here right now, this very day, man. Right. Actually, I want y'all to switch this. That's right. Right, give me Deuteronomy 20:15. Right, go on.
God. For this is the love of God.
Right.
That we keep His commandments.
That we what?
That we keep His commandments.
Right.
And His commandments are not grievous.
Right. Hey, and the commandments of the Lord are not grievous, brother. Right. Hey, we gotta keep these commandments, man. Right. Hey, it's not okay to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster, man. Right? We gotta to let our people know that hey, it's not okay to be like the damn Cardi B's, man. Hey, our women must dress modestly, man. Right? Hey, and when our women dress modestly, hey, that changes the whole mindset of men.
That's right.
And now we're just not looking at our sisters as a damn, piece of ass, man. Right? We sincerely, right? Hey, we trying to inquire. Right, and get to know that sister's mind, her spirit, man. Right, and see, if this is a godly woman, right? Hey, everything must be set back decently and in order, man.
I just want people tons of actually believing in all what you read within the Romans book. There was he wrote off the gay kings. A Bible that was enforced on us throughout slavery, which we weren't even elected to read what that Bible was. Once you look at the transition of the Bible, all the holiness that you come from all the different scriptures, in my mind and what I know and I think of and the things I read upon, is Hebrew. Hebrew is the first scripture that was written. Half of us don't even understand it and don't even know what it was, but it was transitioned down into English, to the Catholic, to your Roman Bibles and things that we get. You got 4 men that brought that Bible together throughout the, throughout the whole transition of throughout the, his life. And it's like, how can you believe a watered down thing that a person didn't want us to read at first? And then we take it. Because from my understanding, and I don't like to speak on so many things because there's some serious things when people are hearing about, people talk about religion, but like with the Quran, it subfits back to a whole lot when it comes back to the Bible. They got just different beliefs and who they go forward with. But when I look at everything and all this stuff and throughout all these years, all the people on the hand that took over Jerusalem, throughout all the wars, throughout the centuries, all the people that took all the knowledge from all these different countries, and accommodated and made what they made, and then we get what we get now and we make it just be hard to believe so much. That's what I'm saying. I ain't out here knocking nobody. I'm out here looking for, and I ask questions because I'm trying to understand. You get what I'm saying? I'm that type of brother. I ain't out here trying to say nothing that y'all doing wrong with anything. It's just like,
right, brother. Right, because what you're saying is you're saying a whole lot of information, right? But you gotta kick out all of that old doctrine, all that old philosophy, right? And all those old ways of living and learning, man. Right? Because you spend a lot of knowledge, man. Well, the Quran, it just means recitation, right? That's why the Quran is so similar, right, to the Bible, man. Right? Because all the Arabs did, right? They just copied down, right, what they got from the Bible, man, right? So that they could put their people in order, man. Right, because prior to the Quran, that the Arabs served 360 gods, man. One God for every single day, right? Right. That's what Muhammad, man. Right. When he was a camel jockey, man. Right. He was inquiring of the Jews, man. Right, and to learn our religion and our customs and our ways, right? To set his people in order, right? Right. So they weren't serving so many gods every single day, man. Right, so that's where the Quran comes from. Right, but hey, we are quick on this Bible, right? Because you're right, brother. Right, the Bible does stem from the Hebrew and the Greek. Right, right. You get the Hebrew or the Iberia, right? Mostly from the Old Testament, right? And then you get your Greek, right? Which comes from the Septuagint, right? Where our people as I would say, rewrote the scriptures, right, in the Greek, right, and also added on later much of the New Testament, right. Bring that up, the Bible.
Out of the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary,
Right,
page 86,
right,
King James Version. When Elizabeth died in 1603, the crown passed to James I,
Right.
who had been King of Scotland for 37 years as James VI. Several months after he ascended the throne of England, he authorized a new translation of the Bible to replace the bishop's Bible. 47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars of the day were divided into 6 groups.
right,
3 for the Old Testament, 2 for the New, and 1 for the Apocrypha.
right. So King James, right, who authorized it, right, contrary to a popular belief, right, he didn't just sit down and just write this thing by himself, right. He took 47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars, right, to translate the scriptures, man, right, and 47 of them, man, right. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother, right. Right, because the Dead Sea Scrolls, right, the Dead Sea Scrolls are already written, right. That the only thing that they were responsible for, right, was translating, right, the Hebrew, right, to the English, right. It wasn't, well, I'm gonna put my opinion in here. It was just a translation, brother. Right, go on.
Reading on.
Right,
2 of the groups met at Oxford,
right,
2 at Cambridge,
Right.
and 2 at Westminster.
right,
When a group had completed its task, its work was submitted to 12 men.
right. So then, right, once these top Hebrew and Greek scholars, right, once they finished their translations, right, then it was sent up to a even higher panel, right, even men who were more learned in the Hebrew and the Greek to oversee the work to make sure that the translations from the Dead Sea Scrolls, right, and the Greek, right, were exactly reflective or transparent, right? Go on.
2 from each panel.
Right,
Final differences of opinion were settled at a general meeting of each company.
right,
In cases of special difficulty,
right. And in case of special difficulty,
learned men
right,
outside the board of revisers were consulted.
right. So then you had even higher men, man, who were even more studied in the Hebrew and in the Greek, man, to make sure that this Bible is properly translated, man, right? It wasn't just, okay, it was just, let's just grab anybody out here and then, hey, we're going to translate the Bible, man. And you had top men, and then you had men above those men, and then you even had higher men outside of the panel, also going over the work to make sure that everything was exactly being translated. Right, go on.
Jump it down.
Right,
The revisers who received no financial remuneration for their work.
who received what?
No financial remuneration for their work.
Right, so hey, they didn't get paid to hey, make sure you change this. Hey, this was all done out of sincerity and out of pure scholarship. Right, go on.
Completed their task in 2 years,
Right.
and 9 more months
were devoted to a revision of their work by a special committee consisting of 2 members from each group. In 1611, the new version was published.
Right, so this took years, man, and even after they finished and completed the work, they still had even higher learned men to come out and make sure that this translation was perfect before being put out to the public. This is why we can even go and link up the King James Version Bible with our Hebrew and Greek concordances and see the complete similarities and transparency, right? When you read the scriptures, right? Now bring that out, Isaiah 28 and verse 11.
Khan, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28 and verse 11.
Right?
For with stammering lips.
For with what?
For with stammering lips.
Right, hey, and this is another prophecy of the Lord, man. Right? The Lord said with stammering lips, right? Go on.
And another tongue.
And the what?
And another tongue.
And another tongue, right? Meaning in a different language. Go on.
Will he speak to this people?
Will he what?
Will he speak to this people?
Right. That's why we read the King James Version to this very day, right? Because the Lord said with stammering lips and another tongue, he was going to speak to our people, right? I got you. Right, because if we came on here, man, like speaking back, just at us like what the hell are you saying, man? Right? And then, you know, hey, I would have a brother here, we're gonna bring out the Hebrew Bible, right? I'm gonna read it in Hebrew, right? And then a brother, he's gonna have to translate it, right? And then I'm gonna have to break it down 2 times in the Hebrew, right? And in English. That way our people can get the understanding, right? Hold on, brother. That would be very unprofitable and very unwise, right? Trying to build a 1 point off of one precept for them 30 minutes, because coming out here and we speak in Greek and we speak in Hebrew, languages that our people do not know and have no understanding of, right? That's why the Lord said with stammering lips and another tongue, he was going to come and speak to his people, right? That's why the Lord put it in the spirit of King James, right? Before we went into captivity in 1619 to create a King James Version Bible, right? So that our people would be able to understand the scriptures, right? Through the spirit today in April 2021. Go ahead, King.
No, because I'm standing still.
Look at Psalms chapter 68, verse 11. The Lord gave the word.
What?
The Lord gave the word.
Hey, the Lord, he gave the word, man.
That's right. Great was the company of those that publish it.
Right, hey, and great was the company of those that published it, man. Right, hey, the Lord, hey, again gave the spirit, hey, to King James and from all those great mighty Hebrew and Greek scholars, man, right, to come out and do a translation, right? That way our people would be able to have the proper understanding of the scriptures to this very single thing. Right, bring that up.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 3. Right? There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them have he set a tabernacle for the sun.
Hey, stand upon tables, right? The Lord, hey, come. Right,
This is from the Negro Question, Part 4, the missing link. Right? King James, the King of the Scots, Britons, and Irish from Lee Cummings. Right? Page 8. I got you, King. Let me read this first real quick. I got you. It reads, and you can obviously see Slacky King, that's a so-called black man. Right? But we know about iconoclasm. King James came from a long line of black Scottish Stuart kings. 343 years of rulership in Scotland. The Stuarts not only ruled in Scotland, they ruled France, Spain, Ireland, and England, Britain, and Wales. King James was able to rule all these lands because of all these people were of Iberian descent, which means black, goes back to the word Ibariak, meaning Hebrew. They were the same people. If you look at the ball in his hands, it represents world rulership, and there was only one other group of world leaders who used this type of symbolism, and they were Byzantine Roman emperors.
And that's the found the King James to be like black.
Yeah, he's a so-called black man, right? And the brother, he going into it, right?
Yeah.
He had like 12 songs.
And listen, like literally, I don't got all the stuff that I'll read up on, but I'm deep into this. That's all I want to read, brother. I'm not saying no disrespect.
No. All the Bible. Okay.
First Chronicles 25 and 8. Right? Where's the scripture?
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 1.
Right?
These also the Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah, copied out.
What?
Copied out.
Hey, play the context, man. Right? Right, so our forefathers, hey, literally, they copied out everything that they got from the Lord, man. Right? Hey, plain upon tables. Right? You know, it wasn't any, private interpretation, man. Right? You know, any secret thing added to them, man. Hey, all these things, they came directly from the Lord, man. Right? Because, again, hey, the Lord, he's not finna come down, right, all the way down from the third heaven, man. Hey, come down here and sit with damn men, man. Right, and say, hey, it's gonna be a big black hand, hey, coming all the way down from the third heaven, man, right, with the microphone, right, and a pen and pencil, man, right. Hey, he's gonna send angels and men to do his will, man, right. A holy man, hey, set apart, man, right.
First Chronicles chapter 25 and 8.
Right.
And they cast lots, ward against ward, as well the small as the great.
Right.
The teacher as the scholar.
As the what?
As the scholar.
Hey, so up here you got teachers and scholars, man. Right. Hey, the brother, hey, he came with questions. Hey, we had to go and show scholarship, man. Right. And go into the many different books, man. Right, so that we can cast out all these lies and all these strongholds that have been upon our people for such a long time. Right? Right, but hey, we gotta get back to the main point at hand, man. Right? What is your nationality? What's your race? Who are you? Where do you come from? Are you a so-called American black? Are you so-called West Indian? Are you so-called Haitian? Are you so-called Cuban, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Mexican, right? Chilean, right? You Iguarian, right? Who are you? What's your father?
All right? Yeah, for me, I'm sorry. I thought you were just asking in general.
Yeah, you, bro.
For me, I'm like, I just feel like I'm a spiritual God, y'all. I don't ride nothing but what I live. I just try to be good and just walk this earth and give it. If I give out good, if I be good to every brother and sister, no matter what color they are, if I be here to help promote, advance the next brother and sister, no matter what it may be, I feel as though I'm doing my deed and living my life. If I be a structural figure for my kids and raise them right and take them in the right path, show them light, don't keep them pinned in one sort of little society, just open their minds up to more than what it is. Open them up to hear what you brothers saying, open them up to hear what Muslims saying, open them up to hear what Israelites, Buddhism, you name whatever religion it is. I don't mind my kids or myself learning. I like to understand life because one thing I know, regardless, whoever I come from, wherever we come from.
What is good, brother?
You said what is good?
Yeah, what is good because
That tendency that's within my heart and my soul to make me feel good and knowing that it put a smile on the next person's face.
okay, well, where is your moral compass? Right, because you say good, right? Right, because you have men, right, who are pedophiles who think that touching little kids is good, right? So when you say good, you gotta have some type of moral compass, right? It's not just what you feel. It has to be a certain compass, right, that you can know what is good and what is evil, right? Because you can say in your mind that, hey, it's good to smoke weed, right? But hey, you can see how people are destroyed and mentally bugged up from that, man, right? Because hold on, brother, because hey, what does that do to you all day, right? It just makes you sleepy, make you lazy, right, and make you a damn glutton, right? And all things which are sins, man, right? Which can get you put to death, man, right? So when we say, well, hey, this is good, or I feel good, hey, you gotta understand, hey, what is good and where does it come from, right? Hey, good is keeping these laws and commandments. Good is knowing who you are, man. Hey, good is returning to the Most High in these last days, man. That's right. Right, not diving into damn, you getting down with this doctrine and then you've been open to philosophy, man. Right? And you must know who you are, man. Right? Because the Lord, He's only coming back for one specific group of people, man. Right? He's not dealing with them lies, idolatry, man. Right? And them adoption and false ways, man. Right? Right? Hey, we're gonna get straight into
The answer to the question, know what they're good. I feel like that's a natural thing. It's a being thing. We're born with that. That's just like I'm just saying. When you ask me that question, you're trying to describe what back or born. I just feel like they're good. It's just something natural. Born with that type of thing. You know not to grow up to hurt your brother or your little sister. You know not to do these things. It's a natural human nature that nobody can defy, nor tell nobody how that's accommodated. It's something that's naturally born within throughout the higher energy for whatever that may be. You know what I'm saying? I just can't move. I'm not the type of person that move in that type of thought frame. And then like it's easy to take words. That's the whole structure about life too.
Okay, bro.
You can play with words so good.
Okay, bro. We're gonna bring it up, brother.
It's Micah chapter 6 and 8. He had showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God.
Russell, hey, that is what's good, man. Hey, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Right? Right? Because again, brother, you may feel that way, that it may be something in you, man. Right? But you have people who literally are born and have serial problems, man. Right? You got people who think about committing mass murder, man. Right? Being growing up to being serial killers, man. Right? And hurting animals, man. And all these things, hey, they were born and these things innately feel good to them, man. Right? Right? So the whole thing of it being in you, hey, these things must be taught and instilled in you, man. Yeah. Right? Hold on, brother. Hey, I agree. Right? So again, these things, they don't naturally come out, man. Right? All right, so brother, hey, we're gonna teach you who you are, man. Give me Deuteronomy 20 and 15, all right? Bring it up.
It's the book of...
Go ahead. Whoever got
The
it.
book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it up.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right, so again, right, this is Moses, man. He's speaking to all the Israelites, man. Right? Let them know if we do not listen to God, go on.
To observe, to do all his commandments,
Right.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Right. If we do not keep the commandments, right, of the Most High God, man, what's going to happen?
That all these curses,
All these what?
That all these curses,
right?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right now, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? Right? We got blessings, and we got curses. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? And the curses.
I can look at a curse.
All right, brother. So if I say, right, I'm going to curse you to where you're never going to walk again, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Right. It's a bad thing, right? Right. So these are curses, right? That where we're going to come upon the Israelites, right, for not keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments, right? Like we just read in Micah 6 and 8, man. To do good, man. Right? It's to walk with the Most High in His ways, man. Right? So if our people do not walk in the ways of the Most High, right, we're going to be cursed as a people. Go on.
Verse 16.
Right?
Cursed shall thou be in the city,
Right?
and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Right? So one curse, man. Right? If we had a so-called black man here, a so-called white man, so-called Chinese man, a so-called Arab man, or a so-called African man, right? A so-called Chinese man or Japanese man, right? Hey, these curses are going to fit a specific group of people, man. Right? And it just said, hey, curse shall that be in the cities, man. Right? So when you look around, right, Baltimore, right, DC, right, New York, right, Houston, right, out there in Cali, right, LA, man. Hey, who are the ones that's being cursed in the cities, man? I mean, being gunned down, right, being oppressed, right, having to freaking march and say that their life matters, man, right? Who is being cursed in the cities, man? Right? I mean, I literally, man, right, was dropping a brother home last week, man, right, and you get at the gas station no shoot zone, right? I don't see no shoot zone when I go to the white man neighborhood, man. Right? He got all the best stores, right? Right? You don't see no shoot zone, right, in the Chinese man area, man. Right? And so who are the ones that are cursed in the city, man? What about you, brother? Who is cursed in the city? You say blacks? Right? Hey, the brother, he say so-called black man, right? Hey, but the Lord, he's speaking to the Israelites, right? Go on. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and what?
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Right? And cursed shall thou be in the field, man.
Right.
Right? Hey, cursed shall thou be in the field, man. Right? Hey, we are the ones that had our backs being there, man. Right? In the cotton field, man. Right? Sugarcane field, man. In the tobacco field, man. Right? In the rice field, man. Hey, we are the ones that have been cursed in the field, man. Right? What other nation can you look and say, oh, hey, he was cursed in the field, man? Right? Hey, what other nation to this very day, man, is being cursed in the work field, man? Right? Been the last one hired, right? First one fired, man. Right? Can't get a job, right? Right? Hey, you always getting disapproved, man. Right? Hey, you can't get a damn thing in this society, man. Right? Hey, the Lord is speaking to one specific group of people, man. Right? Right? Give me verse number 47, man. Right? Hey, we gotta wake the hell up, man. Right? Give me Romans 13 and verse 11, man. Right? We gotta wake up, man, and understand who we are, man. Right? Go on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
Right? And because, hey, we do not serve the Most High God, man. Right? Hey, hold on, brother. Right? Hold on, brother. Yeah, get the brother a flag, man. All right, break it down to him. Right? Hey, and we gotta understand these things, man. Hey, we are the only ones, right, being gunned down, being raped, robbed, and murdered, and being oppressed, man. Right? Go on.
For the abundance of all things,
From the top.
because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
You heard that, brother? Right? Come on, praise, right? Right? So because we did not serve the Lord our God, man, right? For joyfulness, gladness, and for the abundance of all things, go on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Serve thy what?
Thy enemies.
No, your friends.
Thy enemies.
No, your best buddy.
Thy enemies.
Hey, we got enemies, man.
That's right.
Hey, you must understand who your enemy is in these last days, man.
That's right.
Right? Hey, that putrid dog right there, hey, that is your enemy, man.
That's right.
Right? Hey, these are things that we must know and understand, man. Right? You can't walk hand in hand, right, with your enemy, man, and thinking that everything is going to go okay. 7 minutes, man. Right? Hey, we must understand. Hey, we must understand these things, man. Right? And know who we are, man, and who our damn enemy is, man. Right? Because only your enemy, man, right, is going to paint your Messiah in the likeness of himself, man. Right. Only your enemy, man, right, is going to beat you down, rape, rob, murder you, castrate you, man, and leave you not knowing who you are, man.
That's right.
Only your enemy, man, is going to make sure that you know this much of your history, man, starting from 1619, man. Right. And only your enemy is going to raise you up, right, from youth up, right, in his education systems, man. Right, and have you all sorts of dumbfounded, man, and only learn about him and nothing about yourself, man. Right, hey, these are things that your enemy would do, man.